I don't know if this thing's working or not. I've never done this Streamlabs thing before. So I guess we'll find out when I'm done, right? So I want to talk really quick about this 3D printing stuff again. I know I did a video a couple days ago about Senator Blumenthal, Blooming Idiot, and his stupidity about so-called ghost guns and 3D printed guns. But there's something I didn't bring up, that as I sit here and I listen to these idiots talk more and more about 3D printed guns, it occurs to me that we're not arguing the right thing here. And one of the problems that has really frustrated me is that the NRA and its NRA sycophants are actually coming out and they're not actively defending this. And even the NRA isn't pushing the right argument here. The argument, oh, hey, I just saw somebody there. Hey, Wendy O, Teresa, yes, you need to get a 3D. I need a 3D printer. I feel like when the government tells me I can't do something, I just want to do it, you know? Anybody else feel that way? Hey, Wendy Q. But, morning, Joyce. So, the Second Amendment says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It doesn't say that I have to purchase a metal firearm. It doesn't say I have to purchase a firearm anyway. It says I have a right to keep and bear arms. So, wouldn't it follow that if I want to make my own guns, I should have the right to make my own guns? I get to make my own speech. I have the right to speak. I have a right to go to whatever church I want. Heck, I have a right to make up my own religion. Why don't I have a right to make up my own firearms? And yet you don't hear this argument in the press. You don't hear this argument by the talking heads in the political circles. You don't hear it by our politics, our multiple ticks politicians. You don't hear this from the traditional gun rights crowd, the NRAs and their little state affiliates. So I think that's the argument that needs to be made here, because they're trying to make it into a free speech issue right now. And that free speech issue is about just sharing the files. But that's one part of this. The other part of this is that I have a right to keep and bear arms. And if I can build a gun, whether it's a single-use gun, and I talked about the significance of 3D printed guns anyway, and how, look, this is the argument of the left. Oh my gosh, if we have 3D guns, the terrorists are going to 3D guns everywhere. So to make